My name is Mark Handley. I'm a singer-songwriter. This film is all about my life and my music and the struggle for recognition for my art that I feel is long overdue. What do you think? Oh, 1, 2, 3. The king is in his counting house. People started asking for my songs, and it's really where I developed making my songs work. I'm determined to play my songs. Eating up her bread and honey.
He's always had complete faith in his own music. I think it's something he's driven to do.
Over me, I'm on Sheet Street again.
It's still his dream to make it big.
Yes, it looks like I'm on Sheet.
The total age of the band is about 175. Oh no, I forgot about Dave, 190.
And do you know how hard it is, Your Highness, just to make ends meet? I spend my days singing for pennies. You also believe that if you do your best work, then somehow it's going to those rewards are going to come through. The first time I ever went busking was when I was in Ireland. I was hitching all around the west coast of Ireland, and everybody plays out there. Everybody has a party piece, plays and sings, and they do it because they love the music, not because they want to be famous or they want to be pop stars. So I thought, well, if they can do it, I can do it. So that's the first time I ever went busking. People said, oh, you've got a lot of balls to come out. Andy, the bass player in the Bone Idol, says if you can play on the street, you can play anywhere. Which may be true, and you know, when he's come out and played with the band on the street, or just, you know, he gets more scared than if we're playing a big venue with drums and, you know, big PA system and everything. So yeah, maybe it's more naked in a way, isn't it? Yeah. More naked. I'm not ashamed of standing naked in my song, is what my song says. Whether everybody else is embarrassed by it, I don't know. That's all for the night, bud. I hope you've enjoyed the music. If you have, I don't know, I've never felt poor. I don't know whether that makes sense to you. You know, I've got no money, but most of my clothes are buying charity shops. But I think, you know, you can get great stuff there. So I've never felt for very long that, you know, people. Maybe I've learnt to survive with less than, you know, some people spend on a weekend what I'd spend in a month. But that's not really a sacrifice.
He's very hard to describe because he's not your normal 9 to 5 person. He's just thinks about his music.
One stage he wanted to wear an earring in his ear, and we protested. In those days, that sort of thing just wasn't done. So he said, well, you know, we said, you either have it out or you go, and he went. A couple of days later, I saw a little old tramp sitting on a seat in the park, and as I got nearer, I could see it was Mark. So we sort of made it up, and he said, can I come and have a bath?
He left school at 16. I think when he was about 12, he was diagnosed with dyslexia, but I think he's got around that in his own way. He never really wanted to go into further education. He was always a bit more creative.
One of the first jobs he did was make shoes.
You'd come home from school and he'd have people's drawings of people's feet so that he could make shoes for them.
My dad's very artistic and my mum was very stubborn and determined, so that's probably me for you.
His younger brother, he's a grafter, he's a worker with his hands, I suppose.
My brother married the girl he went to school with and raised his family, and, you know, lucky him. You know, I haven't found my girl yet.
They're very different. their attitudes are very different. Mark's always done his music, but we've had family to bring up, so Adrian's had to sort of do more of the 9 to 5 type of job. Mark, that's not ever been in Mark's. He's always lived and breathed songwriting.
Mark Handley!
When I think of his music, well, his tastes are a lot different than mine, so I find it a job to latch onto them. I do try to listen to them at times, but one thing he's always done is to play his own music.
Mark's a great performer and he's a great songwriter, but we very rarely even play his music. We have all his music, but we very rarely even play it.
I don't know whether I've ever reached any of my family with my music. No, I think I did reach my mum eventually. I mean, she died 10 years ago, and I think I did reach her eventually.
£43, please.
42.
Sorry, again.
Okay, thank you.
I'd have more chance of being signed to a record company if I was an actor in a soap opera than if dedicated 25 years to perfecting my art. People would be more likely to want to buy my music if I was an actor in a soap opera. It's sad, really. Never even stopped to think twice. And now I believe in love at first sight. That they didn't load or that they're not there.
If you can't find them, probably leaves they're not there. It's alright. Maybe it probably just means the song's referencing some files that it doesn't need anymore.
Is it worth going back and having another look for them or?
Well, we've copied everything across, haven't we? So if you can't find them, probably leaves they're not there. Probably leaves they're not there.
Okay, let's push on. Wake up! Ready or not, I'm busting out. I gotta burn up some energy. I came in and out, I was counting. Years ago, I said, right, I'm going to sit down and practice my guitar every day, and I didn't. I sat down and wrote songs. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Hey, buddy. I feel I'm just artistically hitting my stride. I guess in rock and roll or music, popular music, that's unusual. Most of the people whose music I listen to hit their creative peak in their probably late 20s, early 30s. So I don't know how to measure success. Some recognition for the songs I've written, yeah, would be great. You think that if you throw enough shit at the wall, then eventually something's going to stick. And I've thrown a load of shit, and sooner or later something's got to stick. It would be great if people, appreciated my music or some kind of recognition. Drumming my guitar. All of my love for you, baby. Out under the stars. Right, thank you. Where was all the people? Put a lot of work into it.
And when people came down and then fucked off.
I'm an electronics engineer. I mean, can't you tell?
I'm a manager of a sales office. That's what I do. It's really boring, isn't it? You know. That's why I do this. For a hobby, you know.
And I sell beryllium copper. I sell metal. Yeah. I've got 3 good-for-nothing children.
Yeah, what do they think of your music?
They think it's great. Excuse me.
Sorry.
They're very supportive. I'll have you know.
They're great, but yeah, they turned up and played. They didn't organise it. They didn't put all, you know, a lot of time and effort into. So you know, they're great, but it wasn't their life as much as it is mine, I suppose. From my point of view, having flyered it and put posters up everywhere and tried to promote it, I was disappointed that not so many people turned up.
And how did it make you feel?
Well, I was a bit low, I suppose. You know, for me, the ultimate, having put a lot of work into it, I was a bit down. But the next day, I was up and going out busking and back to work. Really.
People come up to me and say, I think I saw your son in winter. I think he probably did. Or anywhere, you know, Slough or Reading.
Sometimes I go out on the high street and there's nobody there, and it's a complete waste of time. And I think, well, that's my own fault. But other times I go out and I work really hard, and people take my photo, and the kids dance, and the tourists film me, and they don't give me any money, and that pisses me off sometimes. So I cry on the street sometimes, you know, I just get wrapped up in a song. Nobody notices, the world passes by, but it's just I hit those moments, and I know that I'm, you know, that I'm doing what I should be doing. Brave. Maybe I think other people consider me brave more than I consider myself brave.
Security, I don't think, bothers him. He's not somebody bothered by possessions, and he doesn't feel a need to own his own home and what have you. I think he'd probably be quite happy in a caravan. It's hard to imagine him when he's 70, because I can't imagine him doing anything else. He's often sort of said, I don't think he would know what to do, because he doesn't know anything else. His music is everything. He's never had a flash car, he's never gone on holidays, but I don't think he feels he's missed out on anything. It's not something that he's wanted. He's never given up, ever. Never given up. And I think that's admirable.
Whenever I've said, are you going to carry on with this music? He said, Dad, that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. So I shut up fast. Love to see him succeed with his music, but I can't judge.
You also believe that if you do your best work, then somehow it's going to those rewards are going to come through. And maybe I've just got, you know, and I really have done what I think is my, you know, the best work I can do. But it hasn't come through yet.
I can't ever see him doing anything else, but I can't see success suddenly coming now.
What if I don't find an audience? Well, I don't know. Maybe I keep basking on the street. I'd just like to be nice if some of my songs and my music have done. So if they remember me as, you know, for that would be fun.
Do you have any regrets about your life?
No, not really. There's things maybe you do differently, but I don't think there's anything to regret.